Hello, everybody. Welcome to our next community spotlight with AlleeMac. Thank you so much for joining me today. How are you?
I'm really good and very excited. Thank you for having me.
No, I'm excited. I am a huge fan girl of you. I've been seeing you for years on Twitter. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. I love her. And I didn't know I wasn't following you. You're just that good on Twitter. The Twitter algorithm loves you.
Oh,
So
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
yes, and we're going to talk about all the amazing charity work you have done as well. So I'm super excited to chat with you and learn a little bit about you and your content creation journey. Thank you again for joining me. And if you all don't know who I am Ashley, also known as Miss Ash Rocks in the streamer sphere. I am Tiltify's community manager. I get to do all the fun community events, live Twitch streams, and interviews. So, enough about me. We are here for Allie. Let's learn a little bit more about her and her content creation journey. Tell us from the start to now.
Well, hello, guys, gals, and non binary pals. My name's AlleeMac, and I'm pure chaotic rainbow energy over on my corner of Twitch. Starting content creation, I've been streaming since 2018, actually. And as soon as I hit go live, I knew what I wanted to do was raise awareness for the things that matter and give a voice to the things that weren't being heard loud enough. So starting as a Fortnite streamer back in the day, it kind of grew from that. And honestly, just as I've grown the community, I've realized that that's exactly it's the same thing I've always done. Is I want to give a voice to things that aren't being heard loud enough. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. What a journey. And
hmm
maybe one of these days we could play Fortnite.
Oh, absolutely. I actually
Okay.
just started playing it again, and I'm obsessed with it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's so good right now. I've
It's
been
really
loving it.
fun. Yeah, if you
Really
have people
fun.
to play with, it's really fun.
But thank you so much for giving us a little bit about your journey. And of
hmm
course, we're excited to see what you do in 2022. We are
Yes.
still, oh, yeah, it's February. Now it's going to be
hmm
March. So
hmm
Ooh, so much time to do so many good things. So thank you again.
hmm
So, I just want to let you know that your hair, I really want to curl it right now. I want to get some tight curls in there. I
Thank
really
you.
do.
Yeah, it's actually the straightest
I
thing
got-
about me. So.
Oh,
But please, if you wanna try.
and this is why we love her. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Yep. That is the straightest thing on you. Okay, note it. Let me take note of that. But, we are going to talk about your charity fundraising experience. Can you tell us a little bit about how does it feel to fundraise with your community?
It feels really good. I going back to kind of when I first started, so before I even knew about Tiltify, and I was a
Mhm.
very, very small streamer, like less than 100 followers probably, did my first fundraising stream raise or stream fundraising stream. We raised money for the Trevor Project, and I just had people donate to my PayPal because I didn't know. And it was only $100, but $100 is a lot of money still. And it was so empowering to be able to do that with just a small amount of people that I was so excited as I continued to grow to be able to do that even more. And I believe we just wrapped up our last campaign for Able Gamers last weekend, and we topped $40,000 in the past 2 years on Tiltify. So yeah, it feels really good. It feels really good to be able to have that voice and give it to, other organizations that, need that.
Yeah. And what made you choose these causes to support? Is it because you feel passionate about them? Do you relate to them personally?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always said that I think when you decide to do charity fundraising, that it needs to be something that you're passionate about, or at least something that has an impact on you in some way. And
Yeah.
I think it just adds more passion behind it. So a lot of what we do is mental health based and LGBTQ plus because I am gay and I have also struggled with anxiety my entire life. So
Yes.
it's just, obviously that's just one tiny piece of mental health, but being able to have a community that understands that and kind of give them a safe space for it has really helped kind of boost being able to fundraise for these things. And then being part of Team SideQuest, we've also done, Able Gamers and Gamers Outreach and a couple other ones that I've chosen to do just because, they're just such great causes. And again, I try to focus on mental health and LGBTQ plus rights, but it's just great to be able to kind of expand to what the community wants to.
Wow, I didn't know you were a part of Team Side Quest as
Yes, yes, I am.
well. I swear the last couple people I have interviewed are part of that team,
Hmm.
and I keep telling Jambo, I'm like, "You have the most incredible people
Hmm.
together, a part of Team SideQuest, and it's beautiful." I didn't know that. So, see, it all just comes together. Team
Yeah.
SideQuest is incredible and filled with incredible people. We
Yes.
interviewed
Yeah.
Ryan,
Hmm.
we are always working with Ashlina, everybody.
Hmm.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
wow.
they're so wonderful. I was actually one of the founding members of Team SideQuest, and I'm really close with Jambo, so it's been really great to watch the team grow and just see all the cool stuff that we've been able to do. She's done a really great job along with the rest of the staff and the teammates. I mean, everybody on that team is so positive and uplifting. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it's
It's really what
unreal.
stream teams should be.
Exactly. It should just be doing good things together and having a
Yeah.
blast while
Yeah,
doing it and
exactly.
uplifting one another, and that's
Yes.
exactly what Team SideQuest does, and
Yes.
again, I always tell Jambo, I'm like, "Wow, you really cultivated this space, and you should be so proud of yourself,
Mhm.
and you have so many good people involved." And, yeah, we also talked with Island Style too, so, yeah.
Yes. Oh, I just met him recently, actually. He lives in
Really?
Seattle, and so do I. So, yeah, we had dinner.
Oh!
He's wonderful.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I love all of you. You are all doing so much good work.
It's a big family.
Of course, it's my job to, reach out to y'all and talk to you about your content creation journey and
Yeah.
applaud you for all your fundraising. But I genuinely love seeing creators just get together and doing
Yes.
good and not having a care in the world, just doing it with ease, setting up
Yeah.
that campaign in a couple minutes, rallying your camp or your community to support a cause that you care about is just beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
And that's why we're talking to you today. So thank you again for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No,
Reverse
thank
card.
you.
So we were talking a little bit about advice to
Mhm.
give, first time fundraisers.
Yeah.
What advice would you give first time fundraisers?
There's a lot, and not in an overwhelming way. I think that one of the biggest things is that you have to prepare for it if you want it to be successful. And I think it doesn't have to be, like months and months and months of preparation. We prepped for our Pride event last year for 6 months.
Mhm.
And that was our big campaign, and we raised $15,000. But that was a lot of work. But I would say, first of all, find something you're passionate about and do research on the organization. There are a lot of organizations out there that do a lot of wonderful work, and you just want to make sure you choose one that's right for you, your community, and what your values are. You want to make sure it's something that it's going towards what you want. A lot of what I do for my research is I like to look at the financial statements as well for organizations. And I think that kind of helps you kind of see exactly where your funds that you're raising are going. So yeah, other than that, I'd say have really good incentives, which are the hardest part to come up with, and
Oh yeah.
you will want to just I'm already getting stressed thinking about it again. But it's okay to reuse incentives, and it's
Mhm.
okay to not have that many. Once you realize that you're in it to raise money for a good cause, your community is going to stand right there and do the same thing. I've had a couple goals that I've actually haven't completed that I've promised, such as I was supposed to eat spicy noodles on stream after we raised X
Mhm.
amount. I haven't done it yet, but my community's like, "Allie, it's fine, we raised money for a great cause. That's what we were worried about." So,
I think we all have some milestones we are still working on
yeah.
going through. I know. Listen, I had one for a Bob Ross challenge from 3 years ago, and I finally did it a month ago.
Yeah.
You know? I finally did it. But, yeah, it's great when your community is not beating you up. They're like, "Hey, we were fundraising, and we're raising money. It's okay. You do it when
Yes.
you can, and if you don't do it at all, it's okay." So,
Yes.
I think it's also important to stress sometimes you don't even need incentives, believe it or
You
not.
don't. No, you don't. I have done
Mhm.
impromptu streams where it's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're just gonna do this because it matters, and that's it." Um there's no incentives today. A good example, we raised money for heart support last year, and we had a day where we played a pretty heavy game. It was called The Shady Part of Me. I don't
Okay.
know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a really great game.
Oh,
Basically, it's a platformer that kind of it's like a visual of what depression and loss is,
wow.
and it's really heavy, but it's a really great story. I recommend
Mhm.
anybody who, I mean, obviously trigger warnings to it, but,
Yeah.
look into it because it was a really fun, like, little indie game, but we didn't have, incentives for that. We talked. That's what we did. We talked about what was going on in the game, what we were feeling, and, we were still raising money for a great cause,
Yeah.
but we didn't need incentives to do that.
Yeah, I think incentives just make the experience more fun and interesting.
They do, yes, and
Yeah.
it depends on your community too. My community is very
Mhm.
chaotic. We thrive on chaos. I'm pretty sure it's
Oh,
in my
yeah.
bio, so, like, that's our thing, and that's great. Like, we cause chaos in all the different ways, but some
Yeah.
communities aren't, and that's okay too. You don't have to be chaotic to raise money. You just have to want to do good in the world.
Yeah, want to do it and like you said, do your research and have those facts for your community.
Mhm.
Hey, your dollar donation is doing XYZ, and this
Yeah.
is why you should donate a dollar if you have a dollar. And then if you
Mhm.
don't have a dollar, you can raise awareness by retweeting my stream.
Exactly, yes. Every
Typing
dollar is a good dollar for charity, but also if you can't afford it, that's okay. Just giving them the awareness. I will always push my tweets on those days and I'll say, "These are the
Mhm.
days that I would actually like the clout." And I say that because you're raising awareness for not only my stream, but for the organization we're raising money for. People may
Yes.
see, "Oh, AlleeMac, who's that?" But they're raising money for able gamers. Interesting. Let's go take a look at that. It's just another way. I've had people come to my stream because they said, "My friend retweeted you. I just wanted to know what able gamers was."
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah, I stress that a lot. I'm like, "Hey, you're still donating to the cause by retweeting the
yes.
stream and bringing
Mhm.
awareness.
Yeah.
Please don't think that a dollar isn't enough."
Yes.
I've been fundraising myself for years now, and I
Yeah.
still have community members pulling that, "Oh, I only have a dollar. I hope that's enough." I'm like,
Yes.
"You know me, chat. You know me by now. You
Mhm.
know that's enough. That is more than enough, and that cause is gonna appreciate that dollar.
Yes.
They just
Every
appreciate."
dollar counts. It is the biggest
Yeah.
thing that I will shout from the rooftops every single day.
Yes, and I always like to do a CTA. I'm like, "Okay, there's 70 people here in the stream. If 70
Yep.
people donate a dollar, that's 70 bucks."
Yep. Exactly.
They're always
Exactly.
like,
I do the
"Wait,
same thing.
really? Oh, you're right." And then I'm like, "Let's
Mhm.
start a dollar train. Let's go. See, I'm telling you,
Mhm.
a dollar makes a difference." So, yeah,
Mhm.
and that's some advice too. Having CTAs, it's
Yes.
just important. It's important, and just
Yes.
having fun while fundraising. Just
Mhm.
have fun.
Mhm.
And I wanna stress again, do your research for your charity.
Yes, please do your research. There are sometimes, things get swept under the rug, but if you really look into them, you'll find whatever it is. And I'm not saying it has to necessarily be like something bad about the organization. You just may find reasons that you may want to do a different charity for whatever it may
Yeah,
be.
yes.
And
Right.
and
Mhm.
I would also say just check in with your community too, because they're gonna be you wanna get new people in chat for these types of things, but you're gonna get a lot of your regular community members in there, and you wanna make sure it's something that they also would like to help support too.
Mhm.
I know for me, our first charity that we did this year, I actually let the Noodles, my community, vote on what they wanted to raise money for, and then we chose 3 organizations, and then they voted again on which organization, so we ended up
Awesome.
yeah, we raised $3,100 for Take This. That was our first one this year. So,
Aw. I have never thought of having a community vote for
mhm,
causes to
mhm,
support. I
yeah.
like that.
I
Okay,
mean, they're the ones
that's another
giving
piece
most of
of
the
advice.
money, so
Yeah, exactly. That's
mhm,
another piece of advice. If you are, you know, struggling to pick an organization because there's so many
yes.
organizations you wanna support all at once,
Mhm.
yeah, you can narrow it down to a couple and just do a community vote. I like it.
Yes,
I like it.
I love my community. I love everything they've done for me on a personal
Mhm.
level, on a charity level, and just everything in between. They are so wonderful. So why not allow them that freedom? Because they're here to support me and the causes that I choose to raise money for. So why not give them the voice in that too? Because they're the ones uplifting me the most.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I absolutely adore you. You being a queer creator as well and supporting queer organizations and mental health organizations and just organizations you are passionate about. That is so important to share that passion with your community because then they're going to feel motivated and passionate about that cause too. So
Yeah.
you're doing an amazing job with that. I
Thank
just
you.
want to stress that. So thank you for all the work you do because
Thank you.
you are literally killing it. You're killing it. And I'm
Hey,
so happy
it's not
to know
just
you.
me, it's me and the noodles. I couldn't be
You
Allie
and the
Mac
noodles.
without the noodles.
I love noodles. How did you come up with that community name?
Uh, I'm Allie Mac, so mac and cheese. So they said, yep, they said they wanted to be the noodles. Funny enough, we used to be the macaroons.
Okay.
But I thought macaroon was the like cookie, the sandwich one, but that's a macaron.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to be that. So we decided the noodles actually works perfectly because mac and cheese.
Oh, wow. We can have a whole discussion about mac and cheese.
Oh, we really could. Should I come back? You want to schedule some time maybe next week? And we can just
Yes. Let's do it. Please, let's do an entire live stream about mac and cheese
Yeah,
and our real mac and cheese. Let's
I'm
do
here
it.
for it. Yeah.
Maybe we can make some mac and cheese on stream, you know?
Oh, that would be fun.
That would
Yeah.
be great, wouldn't
Some gourmet mac and cheese.
it?
And by that I mean like Kraft with like a little bit of salt and pepper like.
Oh, no, you gotta make your cheese. You
All
gotta
right, all right.
make cheese,
Wait, I
okay?
gotta
Don't
make
do
the
noodles.
cheese? Like, I
Yes.
gotta, like, go find a cow and everything, or
Yeah.
okay, okay. I'll see what I can do, I'll come back to you.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe charity milestone, you know? Wink, wink. You
Oh,
know?
alright, alright.
Yeah, I got you. I got you with the ideas. Beautiful. And I had one last question for you.
Yeah,
Okay. What would attribute most to your success of charity fundraising?
the noodles. It's the noodles. I know there's a lot of things that go into becoming a successful streamer, which obviously in turn comes with being successful in your charity campaigns, but it's the community. It's the community that you foster. I have always wanted to have a safe space for people to be who they are because once I came out, I was so confident in who I am. And that just goes through all of my streams and it exudes everywhere I go on the internet. So I
Yes.
wanted to be able to have that for other people. And
Mhm.
that they uplift me now. They show me that I can continue to hit go live and no matter how much money we raise, somebody is going to be helped and we're all going to be proud of what we did.
Oh, I love that. Shout out to
I love the noodles so much.
now. Okay, one more last thing. What message would you give your community right now as a thank you for supporting you?
I would say thank you for, gosh, 4 years? 4 years of chaos and 5 years? I can't math. I'm not a math gay. Told you. I didn't warn you. I'm sorry. I'm not a math gay. The only math I can do is for charity.
So 4
Yeah,
years.
4
See?
years. 4 years.
Yep. Yep.
For
Mhm.
4 years, thank you for uplifting me and raising money for the causes that, we've all chosen to be passionate about. And thank you for keeping my community what it is. The Noodles have become this embodiment of inclusivity and safe space for everyone, whether it's somebody who's been in the community for 2 weeks or 2 years.
Yeah.
Everybody is included. Everybody is part of the Big Mac bowl on Discord, and they just uplift each other in the best way, and I just can't thank them enough for that, for everything.
That's so sweet.
They are very wonderful, every single one of them.
And you should definitely be partnered on Twitch, but that's a different discussion.
Thank you.
Just for your I regardless of numbers, and of course, I'm not talking about your numbers or anything in particular, but
Yeah.
I think it should be based on impact and community and what you do to give back to others.
Thank you. I
Um,
agree. I've said that before. We actually did unlock the Twitch application a while ago. We had a really
oh,
big spout of growth and it looked like it was possible. And then, once there was kind of like this dip in Twitch that a lot of people have seen where, viewers dropped, COVID vaccines came out and all the other things. But that's okay because I'm still making an
you
impact.
don't need it.
Whether,
You
yeah,
don't need it,
we don't
but
need it to make an impact. I can
yeah,
still
you
raise
definitely
so
deserve
much
it.
money. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank
You
you.
deserve
Thank
it.
you.
Your
I
Twitch partner,
appreciate it.
your
Thank
partner,
you.
okay? Mark everywhere, okay?
Maybe
But
one day, but
one
it's a
day, but
goal, but it's not
it's
needed
not
to do what we're
it's
doing now.
not needed at all. But
Yeah.
you're doing again amazing work and you
Thank
foster
you.
incredible community And again, thank you for being a part of our community and using the Tiltify platform. We really appreciate it. And we can't wait to see what you do for the rest of the year, especially with Team Side Quest. So
Thank
that's
you. Yes. Pride
good.
is going to be big again. I can promise you
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so ready. I actually personally did my first, fundraising for a queer organization last year. I supported It Gets Better. So I was very excited to finally make the time to do it because after seeing you play live, I'm always exhausted and burnt
Yes.
out. I was like, nope, I'm doing it this year because this is what I want to do. And I'm always feel bad. I'm like, chat, I'm sorry, I'm exhausting all of our funds, but let's see what we can do because
Hey, that's awesome
majority of
though.
my community is queer.
Yes.
At least
Yes.
a good 90%. I'm like,
Yeah.
I I know it can do this and, help LGBTQ youth. It's
Yeah.
so important to me. And
Yes.
yeah, especially with all the things happening in the world, but neither here nor there. We can utilize our communities to do good and support those marginalized groups.
That
So
is actually It Gets Better is the first organization we ever raised money for on Tiltify, so
really
good choice.
good to know.
Yeah, yep.
Awesome. Well, Allie, thank you so much for chatting with me. I want everybody to find you on social so they can uplift you and support you in your content. Where can they find you on socials?
You can find me literally everywhere on the internet as AlleeMac. That's it. It's
Woo!
everywhere.
Branding,
I've
branding,
stolen the
branding.
branding for AlleeMac.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you go follow her down below. All right. We will have links down below. And, she's doing amazing work. Why wouldn't you want to go support her? Go do it. Go do it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you next week with our next community spotlight.